So who wants to take a charge? So here we are at game 2, 1S minus VOR. On VOR's side, we've got a Montana Kremlin, Des Moines triple Mosfa, double Daring, and a Marceau. What do you have over there on Bravo, Revan?
Let's see. We got the -1S has actually got the Ohio Kremlin, Des Moines, 2 Moskvas, the Daring, Marcio, and Ragnar. This is interesting to take out in the northern waters on both sides.
Porky will be happy though. There's a couple of Marceaus in this one.
Yay!
2 on one on the other.
That's it.
This is what he's been waiting for. Surprisingly, the double Marceau aren't on VOR's side.
Yes, I'm wondering what their plan is, because like last time they did this, I mean, like I did remember that the VOR actually did really do an aggressive move on the Marcio, so we'll see what they're gonna do.
When we faced them in A and C during the round of 16, they brought 3 Marceaus to us and just jumped from cap to cap to cap, killing everything in the way.
Unreal.
It was not fun being on the receiving end of that.
No, it wouldn't be, no. But every ship has a weakness, mate. They do. And it's interesting. We'll see what -1S is doing. They got an interesting move with the Daring going towards B Cat. They're breaking off with the Marcio, Ragnar, and another Marcio towards A. Huh.
Yeah, looks like they're pushing all their DDs to the eastern side of the map. And they're going to looks like they're going to try and put a Mosfa on C and probably just try and stall the C from getting capped.
So what's
Both
happening over
Mosfas
your side with the VOR? What's VOR doing?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at your side.
Yeah.
Well, they've got a Daring heading towards C with Mosfa for a backup and a Montana, it looks like, supporting. Again, both Mosfas heading toward, or 2 Mosfas heading towards C. A Daring heading to the center in B, very much opposite towards the 1S1. And the Marceau, Des Moines, Mosfa, and Kremlin heading towards A cap.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting to see what -1S is actually doing. I can understand that -1S is doing an aggressive gameplay with the DDs over at A. It looked like over at Bravo, they got the Daring has actually decided to break away from Bravo. Huh, an interesting tactic here. What's their gameplay?
Exactly. Well, they've got no radar coverage on the B cap 1S.
Yeah. Whereas VOR does, and that's the interesting gameplay here, because like you got the Des Moines and the Moskva over here in Alpha Cap as well. So watch gameplay of -1S.
First bit of rounds being traded here. Daring actually firing on the Ohio. Or was that from the... No, it must have been the Mosfa.
That's in the Moskva, yeah. The Moskva is actually firing. Both the Kremlin and the Moskva are exchanging fire on the Ohio. HE rounds, but it looks.
Looks like VOR's going to get the C cap uncontested, really. There's nothing there to spot that Daring once he backs into it.
It is actually interesting to see, like, there's a Moskva alone out of nowhere over in over the C cap for -1S.
Oh, very much. Yes, yeah, I see that.
And the Kremlin and the Moskva and -1S is moving to B. So where is the gameplay here? What's happening?
Not entirely sure.
-1S has got me thinking. I don't know.
It looks like they're hovering their DDs around the A cap, expecting VOR to push in there to try and take it off them. And it looks like they're waiting for that to happen.
And now they haven't got the challenge, and they actually decided to bounce back to Bravo. So that's interesting.
That's the good thing about a Marceau, is that it's a very quick ship. It's easy to redeploy it to the opposite side of the map pretty quickly.
I liked how they did the left of the Ragnar over the 1 and 2 line at this stage with the Des Moines and the Ohio, which makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to lose their A cap in any time soon. But yeah, looks like they're making a push on B. 1S, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of ships over at the seaside.
No. The action is focused on Bravo and Alpha, which it has been in the last few matches. So this is where all the, all the attention is. I mean, like, you can escape with all the, all the attention over at Charlie. Charlie's just like, small islands. You can actually put just like a gunfight with like the destroyers over there if you want, or cruisers. But most of the big battle is focused on Alpha and Bravo, and it's actually interesting to see how VOR is playing passively at this stage. -1S on the other hand is actually just going, yes, we know that VOR has Bravo, let's take it back and then see what VOR is going to return it with.
Yep, VOR's Kremlin's actually taking a lot of fire at the moment. He's down to half health.
And
they're flipping the B cap.
Yep. Ooh.
All DDs are currently spotted though in that B cap.
Yep. VOR did attempt to reset the Marcio, so that's not too bad, but they got 2 Marcios in there. The daring at 1S is possibly might be reversing back in, who knows? I mean, like, anything can happen either way.
VOR's Des Moines over at the A cap, they're not looking too shit hot. Down below 10k, all just took another hit.
Damn. Oh!
There he goes.
Damn. That was unexpected.
Des Moines kills Des Moines.
Yeah. That was actually an interesting Citadel hit from both sides. I mean, like, he had, like a lot of fire support from the Moscow and the Kremlin, so actually it was not bad. They did well to focus fire on him. What is going on over Charlie? Charlie's not really much. There's a Moscow and Moscow. Ah, okay. They're just exchanging fire back and forth with each other.
They managed to flip the B cap.
Yep.
VOR's Kremlin not looking too shit hot either. No. Oh, but the Ragnar over in G1.
Yeah. But look at that. The VOR Marcio decided to take out that Des Moines, which is
this going to be a trade?
Oh, look out, Ragnar! Oh, damn! Wow, VOR really pushed it on. Holy crap!
Only 20 points in it.
Yeah, this could go either way. -1S is taking the lead at the moment, but anything can happen in the next 12 minutes and 30 seconds. So what's happening here? Charlie, nothing's happening. Charlie's just like, VOR is just like hanging there at this stage. They should be moving towards over in Bravo if they want to try to make a retake, but they do know that there are 3 DDs in play, and -1S has a strong defense position there for the Moscow and also the Kremlin. It's just like, if they need to take a certain ship, they need to focus fire on something and kill it quickly.
No, they definitely do.
Whoa, okay. Moscow and the higher duking it out between VOR and -1S.
Yeah. So the Ohio just pinned Moscow right through the nose.
Mm-hmm. Torps from the daring at this stage over -1S going towards the Kremlin, and also Marcia has come to assist, so anything can happen here. Torps are coming in from the Marcia over in Bravo Cap going towards the daring, but there's only a fire in the full spread. Daring has fired the Hydro at this stage, but yeah, man.
1S Mosfer over on the 910 line, as you said, he seems like he's out of position, isn't he? Can't use his radar out there. I think he's just trying to keep width, but I mean, you could have any other ship out there. You don't need a radar cruiser if you're going to be way out there.
Exactly. Look like the torps are gonna hit this Kremlin, VOR Kremlin in the middle here. I don't know. He's gonna take at least 1 or 2. Maybe.
He's not from the first rack, but he might take one. He's definitely going to take one from that second rack.
Yeah. There's a third rack coming in. Well, Kremlin's beached himself. That's not good. That's not good. He might take a torp in this round.
He definitely might. Oh, it's going to be tight.
Yeah, very
tight. No, he's taking that.
Yep, he's definitely going to take... Oh, what?
That just ran out of range.
That just came short. Too close.
You're counting his lucky stars, that Kremlin.
He is.
VOR flipping the B cap. Look at this game. It's less than 10 points in it.
Yes, I know. But that Kremlin is holding by a thread, even though he's rehealing. And honestly, the Ohio is coming to play to fire at long range with AP shells. Daring's firing HE. Anything can happen with that Kremlin right now. VOR's Kremlin is... Well, okay, he's getting a bit of belting there. But nothing's really happening over at Charlie. Bravo's been taken back into VOR's hands, which is fair enough. I mean, like, it's a good exchange at this stage, so anything can happen.
Constant fire going down on that Kremlin. Looks like it's not going to last much longer, though. There he is. He's burning out.
He's burned. He's gone. It looks like, oh, -1S has just taken the lead. So anything can happen here, folks.
Still 3 ships down each side.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a bunch of torps going towards that Moskva 1S.
I've just seen that. Single fire torps from the Daring.
Yeah, I mean, like, anything can happen here, but it looks
they
like
aren't going to hit that.
Fine.
Their first salvo's not going to connect.
The second salvo might. Let's have a look. No, definitely not at this stage. But Namasia is getting smashed at this stage and, by the Moskva, and anything can happen. What's happening to Montana? Wow, the Moskva and -1S is still hugging the 10 line. Hang on. Why?
What'd you see?
I'm just seeing like the -1S Moskva at 10 line is actually still just hitting the Moskva at HE. At the VOR. So sorry, no, not the Moskva, the Montana. It's just interesting. It's like it's still hugging the line for a while and it hasn't come in. But -1S is actually, I don't know. They look like they're in disarray.
Yeah, they're flipping the A cap now.
Yep, -1S is actually hugging into one line with the Ohio against the Moskva. This could be interesting. Secondaries and main guns are active.
Daring's weighing in on assisting against the Ohio.
Yep.
The enemy is about to win.
1S need to make a move here very soon. They've got no caps now, no points coming in.
Yeah, exactly right. And VOR is actually taking the lead at this stage. So anything can happen right now. As long as VOR doesn't, lose any ships, they can secure this win pretty well.
Constant barrage of firepower going on that Montana though.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Ohio from 1S looks like he's going down.
Yep, it looks like it. And kill secured by the Daring. Oh, the Moskva just died. Ouch. Ooh, okay. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Kremlin for 1S.
Yep, I can see
under
that
5k,
happen.
under 2.
Yep. Montana's taking a brutal beating. Oh, wow!
Oh.
Down! a 1-for-1 between the Montana and the Kremlin to a showdown. I was not expecting that. Were you, Wolfie? I could not believe that.
I wasn't, but I was just about to say that Montana's shown a little bit more side than he needs to, and then he died.
Yeah, that's it. The Moscow 1S is actually taking the move, an initiative to actually go into Cap and C, but it's a bit too late. But VOR is actually, this is a definite convincing win for for VOR in this one against -1S.
Oh, they need to take down that daring.
Yeah.
And then this Moskva from 1S can push into the B-Cat. They need to step on those caps quickly.
They need to get a kill. -1S
Daring's going for the drive-by.
Oh, look out. There we go. Is it Leroy Jenkins? Oh!
Oh,
saved by the bell.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that his other torp rack got knocked out then.
Yep, I would agree with that.
And 2 torpedoes from the first rack hit the island.
Yep. VOR just needs to hang in there. I mean, like, they literally just need to hang in there. But the Moskva is getting belted right now.
Are we going to see a ram here on C?
Oh,
no, drive-by.
Drive-by.
Neither of them had guns ready. Big hit on the VOR Moskva. But 1S Moskva's going down first.
Yep, and it could be exchanged. Oh, damn! It's so close between both teams. That VOR Moskva is holding by a thread. I don't know how, but that is just unreal. And VOR is just about to maybe. Oh,
there it is.
Wow.
Well done to VOR. They take game 2.
Yeah, they do indeed. So that's unreal, man.
Let's go back to the rest of the team.
Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody. What do you think?
I'm going to go straight on a limb here and go straight at the end of the game. How in the world? Why BB? How did he live that Moskva? The drive-by. No Moskva having... So there's a few things there. I want to talk about 3 things. First of all, I'll go right at the end. Why BB being able to survive, being able to take out the Moskva from, 18.5 clicks away?
Yeah.
Not even focusing fine, noting that he didn't have his guns ready, knowing that he couldn't swing his guns in time, and that he had the lesser of the angles because he was turning away as opposed to back in. Was able to pick out that low-hanging fruit, so to speak, from the Moskva in the middle of the map, down there in the Bravo Cap. Next part. Kremlin from VOR, and then I think it was the Des Moines. The Des Moines pushed into the Kremlin behind the island. And yes. I was listening to you, Wolfie, and it was like, oh, this Des Moines quite low here, because the Kremlin actually cut the Des Moines off and kind of pushed him so he was broadside. Somehow, the Des Moines got taken, the Kremlin was able to hold on for so long. The next one was the exchange and the rush for the destroyer from VOR to, I want to say it was a Moskva potentially around the corner, and then it was able to take out the opposing Marceau as well. So he took out 2 ships, went for the YOLO push. I think he only had 1/3 of the HP left. I mean, that was... Yeah, I actually tabbed off for a bit, so my stream, the game wasn't coming through for a bit because I was watching people. Porky was on his phone, then he went away for a little bit, and then he came back, and then his jaw was like hanging down. He's like, "What's going on here?" That was an awesome game. Like, I mean, this is what we do this, right? Like, the game analytics behind the scenes. This is awesome. Like, that wasn't an affirmative win by VOR. They just played the game slightly better and were able to get those picks. Kimmy, what do you think?
I still can't get over VOR's ability to turn the game around. Like, you get like 10 minutes in the match and you go, oh, this might actually, VOR's not going to be able to pull this through. And then 2 minutes later, they've got 3 caps and you're like, where did that come from? Like, I still can't get over the cap turnaround that they pull off. Like, they just manage to just get in their cap when they need to, and it saves them.
It's almost like you need like a good casting panel of 6 people to analyze the games just for VOR. Just for VOR. Honestly, like it's like one of those games where there's too much going on, and then you're like, oh, I was listening, and it was actually good to be able to take a back seat and be able to listen to other people call it, and then also watch what you're watching, because I was watching the middle and kind of trying to gather, like kind of move around at the same time as you guys. But at the same token, I was like watching one thing, like, oh, what's going over here in Bravo? What's going in over there? It's Charlie. They're pushing Charlie. And that's just me listening to two other people talk and me watching the game. Let alone what they're talking about in their sync, like in their Discord. What are their calls? Man, something about VOR is just.
I don't think he would want to be in the Discord. I think it would just be crazy.
It would be crazy. Either crazy or just be super chilled. Like, hey guys, we've got to.
You'd be very surprised how it's not relaxed it is, but how quiet it is. Because
coordinated.
You get into battle, and basically it's battle comms. You only speak if there's something you really need to say. Otherwise, you're waiting to hear orders.
Yeah. So coordinate is literally the one thing is like you just wait to you're doing your job. You've got a job. You've been assigned your task.
Yeah.
Unless you get reorientated to do a new designated task, that's what you're waiting for.
We're making calls like DD spotted, or and you'll say what DD it is, or I'm radared. But other than that, you've got your mouth zipped and you're just waiting to hear the next order.
Yeah.
That's internally screaming.
I kind of feel exactly. You got a bucket of just piss underneath your chair.
Yeah. When I'll tell a quick story before we. So when 1AW was pushing to Hurricane, and I was privileged to be a part of that, I was on push to talk. So, but like, Porky, go over here and scout this. Yeah, Shep, no worries, I'll go do that. Take off. How the do you want me to get there? I can't.
So the funny thing was that actually cut out whilst you were yelling, so it worked out perfectly.
Yeah. I'm screaming at him through my monitor. Meanwhile, push to talk. Yeah, Shep, no worries, I'll try and do that. What? Are you brain dead?
See, the thing is, you weren't muted, but we just mute you instead.
Yeah. I mean, it's just VOR being VOR, right? Like,
I mean, they're so good, man. Like, they're like, I'm not going to say -1S is like, I think these teams are like as comparable as can be comparable, right? Like, although the score currently is 2-0, noting that the teams have swaps, so make sure everyone changes that up. Now, -1S is on the alpha side. The next map is Trap, where they've all been the Bravo team. I don't think this isn't unfathomable that -1S can't crawl back right now. Yes, they are down, which will be interesting to see what happens. But we talked about this, and it's been really cool this series to talk about how their mentality going into the next game. In my mind, now listening to a lot of people here, is that the other games don't matter. There's no mentality going into this game. Yes, it is the deciding factor for -1S, but realistically, what's to lose in -1S's mind? Yes, they don't get the bragging rights of coming number 1 in Asia. Yes, it means they get seeded against a better team from another region, but they still make it into the internationals. They still win first or second, right? For them, there's really nothing to lose because they're guaranteed to win at least $2,500 if they don't get knocked out in the first round for the international finals for the plan altogether. So for them, it's a complete. It's wipe off the whiteboard. We're good to go. It's a new game, new map. We're going with the same mentality we came into this, 0 apiece. We've got nothing to lose. So this is fresh for them. They're coming in hot. And
I think the break will do well as well. Like, it will give them a bit of a time to sort of refresh, rethink strats going into a big competition that is the internationals.
Well, they might even just switch off.
Teams.
They might even just switch off you and just play their normal clan battle games. Like, all right, we're 2 down. Let's try something different. Let's say worst comes to worst. We do face VOR in the next one. Let's try a different tactic, right? Obviously, I probably wouldn't recommend that going into the regional finals for the third place. Maybe they're tired. Maybe they're like, all right, boys, we'll just throw this one. I'm ready to go to bed. It's 11:15 at night. We know the streamers have been up all night. Kane at the other end there, he's 2 hours in front of us all. It's what, 1:15 right now, Wolfie?
Did we just kick it out of the match?
And
we did.
Maybe they forfeited. Maybe they're giving us an early mark.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate the terrible position -1? I can't think down.
You can't think?
I can't think. I agree. Yep.
Alright, I'm going now. That's been so mean to me.
No, your mic is cutting out. Your mic is cutting
It's
out.
not my fault, alright? I'm literally the furthest away I can be from my microphone.
It'll be your settings. It's just
Yeah.
Just maybe it's
Taking
Discord.
out.
It's my computer.
think it's
VoiceGate. No,
Discord.
it's something to do with
It's
voice
VoiceGate?
gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the voice gate.
That'll be it. Yeah.
But yes,
Hang on.
please go ahead, Porky. Sorry.
I can't think of a worse clan to be down 2-zip to. Like,
Agreed.
what's
No,
worse?
but I think it's actually good because VOR has, from just watching this season,
New details
VOR
of the
has.
output, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. I've seen VOR
Okay.
fuck with their opponents once they know that they can. There's nothing at stake.
Yeah, well, do you remember that triple Napoli thing? Triple
Yeah.
Napoli game where they just pushed everything straight down the middle? They just sent it.
That was hot. I'm predicting they're gonna do something like that to
I reckon-
just
I
drag
reckon we
the
might-
games out.
we might
We'll
see
see
Austin.
something really weird in a second.
We might
yeah.
see an Austin and Vermont.
Oh
Ooh.
man. Oh yeah.
That would be a flex, wouldn't it?
That would be a flex. Yeah.
I would
Oh,
love to see a game where you could bring in like a lesser, like maybe like it's a T10 max, and then you could bring in like a T9 if you choose to
bring
really
it,
fuck with
Georgia.
the other team.
I'd bring in Georgia.
I
Alaska.
think that might be a bit of a BM though. We can beat you even with
a
inferior tier
T9.
ships.
Just a
Yeah,
full
that might be a bit of a
T9.
BM. Even
So
if it's
Clem-
not intended to.